Hi, Gaye DeRusso with Majestic Rider. Going to show you a little canter exercise. So I have Tilly here all tacked up. So she makes the connection to what we're doing, to doing the stuff under saddle. And I have a weighted bell boot on her outside right front. I'm asking her for left lead. So it just helps the lateral horses get their canter lead correctly instead of cross cantering. That's why I'm using that boot. And it just kind of slows that leg down a little bit. And we're practicing just over a canter pole, and I'm trying to keep her in a small circle to teach her how to balance herself and get underneath herself, because sometimes the lateral or pacey horses can be a little uncoordinated. So I try to get her to walk in. Sometimes she anticipates and runs in or paces in, and there's only so much I can do. But I would like her to come in at a walk, because then her legs would be better, right? Okay, so let's try. Easy, easy, canter. Canter. Good girl. Oh, good job. So she did that pretty well. That's her left lead, which is her better lead. I didn't turn the camera on until after I did the right side, although you did that well today. So we're going to try it again on the left side, and then I'm going to show you another pull exercise. With any of these, you want to work up to them. Start with the pull flat, then start raising it off the ground. If you're going to teach the canter, you do have to learn your canter leads first. Don't expect your horse to know its canter leads, because many of these horses don't. And they can canter on the wrong lead just fine. So if you're going to teach it, you want to teach them properly and try to get a 3-beat canter, not a 4-beat canter, and get the correct lead in the front and in the back, which is the hardest part for the lateral ones. Okay, so she should step down first with her right hind, then it should be her right front and her left hind swinging together. That's the second beat. And then the third beat is her left front leg, which will come out the farthest. So see if you can see it. You can watch my other videos about the canter in slow motion and help you learn your leads. Easy. Canter. No. Silly. Silly. Canter. It's okay. Give her a walk. Easy. Canter. Good girl. She's getting tired, and I don't know how much you can see, but she did good. Good girl. She did very good. She just got a little bit tired, and again, she anticipates some. So now we're going to do the 4 poles. So when you start with poles, you start with 1. Once they can do that well, you can add in another one and another one, and so on, until you could even make a big circle with poles. I put about 3 of my steps in there, which is about 12 feet. Depends on the horse. You might have to roll them in or out. And you got to get right to the middle, because if you get to the sides or the horse kicks it, you got to go and adjust it or fix it, because it makes the spacing different. So then they might not be able to. But the way I set them in, they should jump like that. So it helps them to get more of that rocking horse canter, and it's just a nice gymnastic exercise. And here we go. Tilly anticipates everything in life. She said, let's get this the hell out of the way, and I'll just do it a bunch of times in a row. So that was fantastic, because the more times she can do it in a row, the stronger she is. She always used to need breaks before. This is the horse that was 15, couldn't canter. She's now 17. We've been working on it here and there, because I got to work the horses in training, but she's doing much better. That bell boot just helps her to coordinate those legs more, and then in time we take the bell boot off. but she did very, very well. But they got to learn how to get their timing, they got to get their strength, and they got to be able to do it without you on them usually first, and then have you on them, because your weight, just like this saddle, that's why I put the saddle on her to change it up, that's weight, and she has to balance that because that saddle can be moving around. So sometimes a horse can canter, it just can't canter with you because you're unbalanced, flopping all over the place and not helping. These horses, a lot of times once they land off that canter and they're on that pacey side, you kind of have to half halt. You kind of have to half halt back. You'll see riders going like this as that horse's head is coming up. So they're kind of picking up, driving with their seat and the legs to get that horse's hind quarter underneath them. They come up, they release, and they do it again. So it's that kind of motion. So if you're just sitting there flopping the reins and not helping the horse and not collecting it at all, a lot of times, even if they get the canter, they won't hold it. You have to practice, and the ones like this, the lateral ones, usually do much better cantering very slow and very collected and coming up more and doing that rocking horse canter. If they get too fast or strung out, a lot of times they'll usually 4-beat, or they'll do what I call a pace-elope, where they're kind of in between pacing and cantering, and it's not the most comfortable thing. All right, just thought that tip might help you, and remember to like and subscribe.